Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in the province. And now coming to details. The audience TayNinhTV Provincial Party Committee held a New Year meeting in the afternoon of January 18. The conference was attended by the Secretary and two Deputy Secretaries of the Provincial Party Committee.
The results of the resolution's implementation are quite comprehensive and positive, thanks to the leadership of the Provincial Party Committee, the management and administration of the Provincial People's Committee, the participation of the entire political system, trust active participation of people and businesses. For the first time in many years, 17 out of 17 socio-economic indicators met and surpassed the Provincial Party Committee's 2022 resolution. Former provincial leaders have made numerous contributions to the Provincial Party Committee's leadership and direction, as well as the development of the province, on issues such as economic infrastructure development, equipment and human resources, in the health sector, rural security issues, party development in non-state enterprises, healthcare for retired cadres, and activities of retired clubs in the province, etc. Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Provincial People's Council, acknowledged and praised former provincial leaders for their contribution to the local's growth. On this occasion, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm wished them good health, a joyful and exciting spring. He also expressed hope that they will have more practical and effective suggestions for the leadership and direction of the Provincial Party Committee in 2023 and the following years.
Also on January 18, the Young Entrepreneur Association led by Mr. Nguyễn Thế Tân, standing Vice Chairman of the association, paid New Year's visit to agencies and units in the province.
The team paid visits to the Provincial People's Committee, Department of Planning and Investment, Department of Industry and Trade, Department of Home Affairs and State Bank branch in TayNinhTV Province. TayNinhTV Young Entrepreneurs Association delivered New Year's wishes to the leaders, officials, and employees of the provincial agencies and units, wished them a happy New Year and new success. Mr. Trần Văn Chiến, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, and leaders of the province agencies and units thanked TayNinhTV Young Entrepreneurs Association, expressed delight at the production and business results of enterprises, which have actively contributed to the province's development and economic growth. Furthermore, the association and its members also have various social security initiatives that help to care for persons in tough circumstances in the province. On the occasion of the Lunar New Year, the provincial leaders also conveyed New Year wishes to the association's leaders and its members, which the production and business activities of enterprises will grow more and more.
On the occasion of the Lunar New Year 2023, the Provincial Military Command paid a visit to TayNinhTV radio television station in the afternoon of January 19. The Provincial Military Command leaders praised TayNinhTV radio television station cooperation is disseminating the unit action to the province and its minority. As a result, people awareness of military defense duty increase and people better comprehend the job of the armed service. The Provincial Military Command wishes the board director and employees of TayNinhTV radio and television station a happy and prosperous New Year, and continue to promote the glorious tradition, always worthy of being stronger on the ideological and control wrong of the party. Turn to other news. On January 19, TayNinhTV Provincial Confederation of Labour urged various delegations to visit, wish and deliver gifts to employees working far away from home and celebrating the Lunar New Year in their boarding houses.
The delegation met workers from various provinces and cities across the country who had come to TayNinhTV Province to work in industrial zones, but were unable to return home to reunite with their families and were staying at boarding houses in Trong Bàn Thao, Dương Minh Châu District, Cô Dâu, Châu Thành and Bến Cầu Districts. Leaders of the Provincial Confederation of Labour sent death greetings to workers living far away from home and encouraged them to overcome obstacles and the feelings of nostalgia in order to create a cheerful and warm spring in TayNinh homeland. Regarding TayNinh as the second homeland to cling to and work, each worker received one present worth 500,000 Vietnam dong. There were 1,792 presents, totaling 890 million Vietnam dong provided to employees who were unable to return to their homeland to celebrate that, contributing to warming the heart on the occasion of this Lunar New Year.
The Indian Department of Natural Resources and Environment has recently announced an increase in monitoring and supervision of operations involving the collection and treatment of industrial and hazardous waste, as well as the operation of wastewater treatment plants. The Department of Natural Resources and Environment will strengthen monitoring and control of production and business establishment, infrastructure trading companies in industrial zone and cluster, particularly those with low waste sources that are a risk of causing pollution, environmental pollution, in order to have land to handle and respond quickly to problems arising from environmental pollution, particularly before, during, and after the Lunar New Year. The infrastructure investor of industrial zone and cluster strictly adhere to the provisions of the law on environmental protection for production and business establishments in the province, correctly and fully comply with the contents of environmental protection in the decision approving the aspirational results of the environmental impact assessment report and the issue environmental permit to identify and categorize garbage related and in accordance with rules. Review and execute control with competent organization and person for the collection, treatment, and transport of industrial solid waste and hazardous waste as specified. It is completely prohibited to transfer garbage to organization or person that are incapable of collecting and processing waste in accordance with legislation, as well as to commit other waste that into the environment. Maintain the wastewater treatment works on regular basis and verify that the treated wastewater satisfy the criteria before being released into the environment. The Department of Natural Resources and Environment would intensify a regular monitoring and oversight of facility, as well as recently enforce environmental protection laws.
TayNinh Provincial Association for Victims of Agent Orange dioxin has gathered on resources to care for and assist the victims in overcoming the agony caused by Agent Orange, which has plagued them for generations. Ms. Võ Đẹp, chairwoman of TayNinh Provincial Association for Victims of Agent Orange dioxin, stated that in 2022, on levels of the association in the province, mobilized cash and kind worth more than 10 billion Vietnam dong donated by local organizations and individuals in and outside the province. The associations at all levels in the province have spent a total of 9.3 billion Vietnam dong to care for and assist victims through a variety of activities such as distributing thousands of gifts, providing monthly foster care allowance, constructing and repairing houses, providing livelihood capital support, and providing financial support to the Provincial Center for Agent Orange or dioxin victims.
The audience spiritual tourism, which is the advantage of TayNinh province, has a lot of potential and development opportunity. When every year, the number of tourists flocking to pilgrimages and attend ceremony and religious facility is very crowded. These are the places where cultural activity improve with national identity, freedom of belief and religion, pilgrim worship every year. The province is creating a rare attraction for visitors about the time of spiritual tourism with the characteristic of the borderland. TayNinh has a lot of potential for spiritual tourism development, such as 95 listed historical and cultural treasures, community homes, and pagodas, the most notable of which is by the mountain relief complex and TayNinh Cao Đài Holy See. Thiên Lam Pagoda, also known as Gò Cang Pagoda, established in 1904, is one of the TayNinh spiritual tourism destination. The province will continue to promote spiritual destination in the future. With dozens of spiritual tourism destinations, it will promote the rich history, architectural beauty, and cultural spare major tourist destinations to travelers from all over the world. I have the feeling that the terrain of Taynin is comparable to Cambodia, particularly the culinary culture in Taynin, which I have had the pleasure to appreciate. Spiritual tourism not only improves the economy but also adds spiritual aspects to social life. Taynin is our distinct tourism cultures, while the cursing by the mountain or Gaudai Holy See. Taynin must be mentioned. Taynin will move, it is our part, utterly promoting spiritual tourism culture and tourism service directly associated to this style of culture's beliefs such as vegetarian food, which is not selected by domestic and foreign visitors while visiting Taynin.
Du lịch là phải có sự khác biệt của du lịch. Ví dụ như Taynin đang có
Tourism must be distinct. What distinguishes Taynin from other provinces and towns, and what distinguishes Vietnam from other countries. We want to retain that cultural distinction to show visitors that we are different. It's not that Hong Kong made tourism so nice that we chase after them, and it doesn't have to be the genuine one.
Chắc chắn rằng cái định hướng phát triển của Việt Nam nó là giả chứ nó không là thật.
Taynin tourist sector has numerous tourism plans and activities launched in 2022, most notably the promotion program to enrich Taynin tourism market with provinces and cities in Vietnam with established tourism. The Kingdom of Cambodia is helping to enhance the number of international visitors visiting Taynin. Taynin tourism development and promotion effort in various units from live as video presentation, exhibit, advertisement on apps. On social network platforms have helped to luring visitors to visit and experience the province. Visitors to tourist tourism attraction total 4,500,000 visits, with total tourism earning exceeding 1,400 billion Vietnam dong, a quadruple increase from 2011 to 2015. Taynin province aims to attain the following goal between now to 2025. There are 5 billion visitors to tourist zone and attraction, with a total tourism revenue of 1,800 billion Vietnam dong. To achieve this, the Taynin province continues to focus on spiritual tourist culture. In addition to other forms of tourists, in order to use the extensive access of the area in the broad direction of the tourism service sector province calendar. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today's TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.